So if you go to regular traditional doctors, pills and pharmaceuticals for the symptoms, what we do at Unstoppable 365 and what Dr. J does, my partner who is my doc, he gets to the root cause of your issues and helps remedy the root cause, fix the root cause so the symptoms go away. All right, you guys, I want to break down everything that I am doing working with Unstoppable 365 to optimize my health. I'm going to take you through the entire journey of doing your blood work, getting proper supplementation to optimize your health, and then to really just absolutely crush it in life because you're feeling so dang good. Like, that's the process I've been on, and that's the process Dr. J and I are now sharing with our clients, because most people are so deficient in all the nutrients they need. Their hormones are out of balance. Most people have something called leaky gut, which they're not even aware of, that has all these different health implications. So I'm going to share with you exactly what I'm doing based on my blood work to optimize my health. Now, I just got this in the mail. I'm due for a blood draw. About every 4-6 months, sometimes 8 months, I'm going to get my blood work checked because I want to make sure that everything I'm doing is helping me to be healthier. Now, you don't always want to just look in the mirror and say, oh, I'm healthy because I'm low in body fat. You know, about a year and a half ago, the first time I did my blood test, I was walking around at 7% body fat, 100% natural, out running marathons, out lifting weights, eating healthy. I've been on that journey for about a decade. For me, being healthy and fit is just a part of my identity. It's a core value that I live by. So I assumed that I was as healthy as you could possibly be. Come to find out, when I did the blood test, I had something called leaky gut, which was preventing my cells from fully absorbing nutrients. So no matter what supplements I take or how much kale and spinach and all the healthy food I was eating, I wasn't able to absorb it properly. So a lot of you listening to this right now, you have leaky gut, and this stems from being around toxins growing up, plastics, pesticides, heavy metals. I mean, there's so much toxins in our environment, right? And then stress will do it, alcohol, eating processed foods. So over the years, your gut health becomes compromised. And that's when you develop something called leaky gut. And the symptoms are widespread. It can affect your sleep, your energy. You could have brain fog. It could affect your mental health as well. Because roughly 60 to 70% of your neurotransmitters that your brain creates are the precursors start in the gut. There's a big correlation between your gut health and your mental health. Not just that, but your immune system. 80% of your immune system is located in that gut biome. So if you have leaky gut like I did, you might get sick more. You might not recover as fast. You might just be lethargic. So there's a lot of symptoms. So the first thing you got to do to figure out if you have leaky gut like I did or what's taking place in your body is a blood draw. Now, we ship this right to our clients, okay? And it has all the vials that you need, all the instructions in here for a phlebotomist. We help you coordinate with a local phlebotomist or a company that you can actually walk in and do your blood draw. They have all the instructions. And then this blood work, your blood, gets shipped back for review with Dr. J. That's when you'll do That's when you do the review with Dr. J, roughly about 30, 45 minutes, sometimes an hour. He's going to walk you through every aspect of your health. We measure over 220 biomarkers at Unstoppable 365. Just for reference, if you go to a traditional doctor, they're going to measure about 20 to 25 biomarkers. It's going to be very surface level. Unless you're dying, they're going to say you're fine, right? And we're not in the business of just creating people that are fine or average. We want to create superhumans. We want to optimize your health. We're working with individuals that have big goals and dreams. They need all the energy, all the focus, the best sleep, the best recovery. That's what we do. So after you do the blood draw, and then you do your review with Dr. J, and now you understand where you're at with your health, now you can make informed decisions. For those of you running the business, it's like having a P&L for your health. Imagine all the KPIs you need to see that pertain to your health and well-being and what to do to optimize them and increase them to those optimal ranges. That's what we're doing. So I'm going to walk you through some of the supplements that I'm taking personally and how they've affected me. First thing that you would get, just like I have, is your own personal kit of daily multivitamins. These are morning and evening packs of supplements. Has exactly what you're taking. If you can even see, it has my name right here. Okay, these are the highest quality supplements you can get. I'll let you know right now, the supplement company is not regulated. And because of that, there's a lot of snake oil out there, meaning there's a lot of supplement companies that use cheap quality ingredients and they just add filler into those capsules that I just showed you. So you're not really getting the amount of that supplement that you need to have an intended effect. You're basically just taking stuff that's not going to change your health. So be careful with where you get your supplements. We source ours from the best quality pharmacies that you can ever get your hands on. And I'm telling you, just these supplements right here, taking a pack in the morning and then in the evening, predominantly to help with sleep and cortisol, you'll notice a surge in your energy, you're focused, you'll sleep better, because we're running on fumes most often. Most of you don't eat healthy, and even if you do eat healthy, like I said earlier, your cells aren't absorbing the nutrients fully because you have leaky gut and you have inflammation and your cells are compromised. That was me a year and a half ago. And by starting to take the right supplements and some of the other stuff I'm going to show you, as well as a clean and balanced diet, I feel freaking amazing. I'm sleeping better than ever. I actually sleep less and I get better quality sleep. I drink less caffeine. I don't even take pre-workout anymore. I used to. And of course, you know, your nutrition and your training is the foundation. There's no magic pill here. I'm not saying take these supplements and you're going to magically turn into a superhuman or a superwoman. You still got to do the work. You still got to move your body, train properly, eat right. But that's why these are called supplemental, because when you add this to the equation and you're already doing the right stuff, you notice a massive increase in performance and productivity. Now, the next supplement I'd recommend is creatine, okay? This company, Thorne, is a great company. This creatine is amazing. I do about 10 to 15 grams a day. Recommended dose is 5. But what creatine is, it's essentially an amino acid. It's a type of protein that you find in animal foods. And when you supplement with it, you're getting a higher dose. And it helps with cognition, recovery when you work out, strength when you work out. I drink this every morning before I go to the gym. Now, this peptide that I want to talk about next, this peptide has had the most impact in my life out of any supplement I've ever taken. Now, if you have pain out there, if you've had gut health issues, if you have inflammation, trouble sleeping, brain fog, again, a lot of this is correlated to your gut health. Your gut health is like the epicenter of so much that takes place inside your body, in your mind, in your energy. Now, this peptide, BPC-157, okay? One of the most talked about peptides on the market, one of the most researched. This is the capsule form. You can also do the injectables that help expedite recovery from injury. Studies show that it'll expedite your recovery 1.5 to 3 times faster by supplementing with this, the injectable form. But just taking these capsules over the last year and a half has made a huge impact on my inflammation. I used to have so much pain in my shoulders. You know, about 5 years ago, I broke my scapula snowboarding. Then about 3.5 years ago, I was training for my Ironman, and I flew over the handlebars on my bike and broke my clavicle cycling. So I had all these aches and pains, this scar tissue in my shoulders. And whenever I'd lift or sleep, my shoulders would kill me. Every once in a while, my neck would tighten up and I'd get all this tension in these muscles and I would be in pain, man. Like I was taking ibuprofen, doing the sauna, the cold plunge, getting sports massages and all this stuff. Nothing worked. Then after taking the BPC-157, after about 6 months, I started noticing a massive decline in my pain and overall inflammation in my body. And that's what this that's what this peptide does, is it helps heal your leaky gut. And the leaky gut was the cause of my inflammation. So if you go to regular traditional doctors, they're going to give you pills and pharmaceuticals for the symptoms. What we do at Unstoppable 365, and what Dr. J does, my partner who is my doctor, he gets to the root cause of your issues and helps remedy the root cause, fix the root cause so the symptoms go away. And so it's a completely different approach. He's a naturopathic doctor. It's the way things are supposed to be done. But the pharmaceutical companies can't make money that way because you don't become a customer for life, right? So they don't like to do that. They want to keep you sick so they can benefit off you. Anyway, if there's one peptide that you start to take, BPC-157, I guarantee it'll have a positive impact on your health. Now, again, you don't want to just start taking stuff, though. That's why I started talking about the blood work being the first thing that you do, okay? Doing the blood work is going to show you exactly where you're at from a health standpoint. Then from there, we can put you on the right plan or protocol to optimize your health over time. So at any point during this video, you're interested in the blood work, the supplementation, what Unstoppable 365 is, drop a hashtag action, drop the word action in the comments below, and I'll send over some information so you can read up on Unstoppable and learn how we're helping our clients optimize their health. We're all just being a beast, right? So the first one I want to show you is tesamorelin, okay? Now, this is a peptide I take before I go to sleep. It helps your body naturally release more growth hormone. Why is that important? Well, when you're young, growth hormone and testosterone are in optimal levels. As you get older, especially around the age of 30, those things start declining drastically, and that's why people are aging. Growth hormone is called the fountain of youth. It keeps your skin looking good, keeps your energy up, libido high, and it really, it's going to help you to age in a graceful manner or not age, right? So this naturally helps my body produce growth hormone. I've never just injected growth hormone. I don't think that's good for you, but this helps my body to naturally produce more growth hormone. Now, SLUP is another peptide that helps the mitochondria in the cells of your muscles perform more efficiently. So the mitochondria is what gives you energy. And at a certain age, it starts declining. That's why older people don't have energy like younger people. If you have kids, you know what I'm talking about. My kids run around the park all day. They go to the pool and swim. They come home. They jump on the trampoline. And they're not even tired. And I'm like, dang, just watching you guys, I'm worn out. So I'm trying to get their energy, right? That's why I'm optimizing my health. Now, another compound, NAD. I inject this every morning when I wake up, and it's incredible. What it does is it helps your cells recover, it helps provide what your cells need to recover more efficiently. So as far as energy goes, focus, again, sleep, all these things that as we get older start to become compromised, you will notice when you put the right peptides in your body, when you do your blood work, when you get the right supplements, you start to feel better than you ever have. You start to feel like you did before you realized you were getting older, which is what we're all after. Now, last thing I want to share with you. Now, my wife, she doesn't like to take pills, right? She doesn't like to take supplements. She just doesn't like to swallow a bunch of pills. She doesn't inject the stuff like I do. So what we have, let me show you real quick, is liquid forms of supplements. So if you're somebody out there like my wife who doesn't want to be taking pills every day or injecting peptides, but you want the same benefits to your health, you want more energy, focus, better mental health, more patience, less stress, better sex life, just better health overall. Right here are the powder forms of the supplements I just showed you, the daily supplements that we need to optimize our health. And then we have some omega fish oils here that you add right to a drink. I make her a drink every day. She takes the one pill, the BPC 157. She doesn't have to take a bunch like I do. And it's about optimizing her health as well. She's postpartum, going on 7 months now. And for women, their hormones get out of whack. Just like men, they become deficient in nutrients as well. And so the blood work from my wife showed where we need to optimize her health. So her and I are on different protocols. We do different things to optimize our health. That's why doing the blood work is so important. Without that in-depth view of your biomarkers, you don't actually know if what you're doing is the right thing or what to do for that matter. So you guys, I just want to kind of give you a little inside viewpoint of what I do each and every day to optimize my health. This is a daily routine. Wake up, do my morning process, go to the gym, come home, take my supplements, eat healthy all day long, crush it in business, crush it with the family, and create the ultimate life. I can't go out and achieve these big goals and dreams that God put on my heart if I'm not optimized, meaning I don't have the energy, the morale, the motivation, the health that I need in order to carry out this mission. Your health is everything, right? If you don't have your health, you're going to start to suffer. Your thoughts, your mental health, your emotional state, your energy, your focus, your morale, all that's going to be compromised over time. So you guys, if you want to learn more about Unstoppable 365, what we do with fitness, nutrition, supplementation, how to take you to that next level, comment or DM the word action down below and let's have a conversation.